But first, on the last day of the holy month of Ramadan, police now have to launch a hate crime investigation at a South Sacramento mosque. We'll tell you what they found here that sparked this investigation. Good evening. I'm Joe Khalil.
And I'm Allie Wolf. The disturbing discovery was made earlier this afternoon at a Nur mosque in South Sacramento, and this was not the only act of hate at a local mosque this weekend. Fox 40's Eric Rucker is live in South Sacramento with more on the hate crime investigations. Eric, you also spoke to members of the Muslim community.
Absolutely, and they had a lot to say on both instances, and you'd like to say they were within 24 hours, but the true fact is they were only spread out by a little over 12 hours, also coming at the very end of Ramadan. A burned Quran filled with bacon, handcuffed to a fence. The target, the Nur Mosque in South Sacramento. The execution on where it was left and then found, apparently not great.
Not the mosque fence, but in front of the sheriff's department. I guess they didn't realize that the sheriff's department is right next door, so not smart.
Unfortunately, this was the second local hate incident in our area in the last 24 hours. Friday night, someone tore out pages of a Quran, then tossed them out the window while driving past the Islamic Center in Davis. Both cases are a classic form of intimidation, says Basim Alcara. He's the executive director of the Sacramento Valley chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations.
They want to rip out pages of any book, and in their homes, there's no issue. But when you try to intimidate the community, and unfortunately, we've been seeing a lot of these type of cases around the nation.
Tonight, as Ramadan ends, the Muslim community gathers to end their fast, still remaining vigilant.
People try to remain hopeful, but people have to also prepare for the worst.
And as far as everything in the weekend will follow, tomorrow is considered Eid, the day after Ramadan, where they're expecting 3,000 to 5,000 people here, and probably with the same amount of crowd at McClellan Park to celebrate. Security will be increased. The specifics were not given, and I do want to pass along a text message that I received not too long ago from the Sheriff's Department with Sacramento County. Basically saying that the FBI has made aware, as well as the Regional Terrorism Threat Assessment Center. It's a local investigation, but those other local and national law enforcement agencies are aware of what's going on in case action needs to be taken. We're live tonight in South Sacramento. I'm Eric Rucker, Fox 40 News.
All right, Eric, thank you, and we'll continue to follow this. And we also have a statement for you released by CAIR about safety around Ramadan. It says, quote, CAIR is urging American Muslims and Islamic institutions to take extra security precautions in the next week, and the warning for festivities around the end of Ramadan, which ends this weekend. CAIR also urged Islamic centers to step up security following an incident in London where a driver mowed down several people outside of a mosque there.
And unfortunately, this is not the only incident like this in recent months. Back in January, a Davis mosque was vandalized, its building's windows smashed, and strips of bacon, again, also left right at the scene. Police later arrested Lauren Kirk-Coelho for that crime. She's the woman that you saw there in that footage. She was sentenced just recently to 5 years of probation for that crime.